arrested because the New York Police Department has a policy allowing its officers to arrest people if they are reporting in public precinct lobbies. They have written the policy into the administrative guide, and signs in every precinct forbid the public from reporting there. But this policy is illegal.
Welcome back to The Reasonable Search, where I analyze police interactions with the public. I also take a look into sovereign citizens and First Amendment auditors because they are the biggest threat to the public. If you like this type of content, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Today's video is from New York City, and it's a story of infighting, jealousy, and fame between two New York auditors, Long Island Audit and Brooklyn Audit. And it's all over a New York City Police Department policy of no recording in police precincts. Let's get into it. Long Island Audit, aka Sean Paul Reyes, or he could also be called Sean Paul Reyes, a convicted felon, now a self-professed activist for We the People, was not known for recording police in New York City. His sights were set on little towns like Berwyn, Illinois, Waterbury, and Danbury, Connecticut.
Tyranny here in Corrupticate, Connecticut. Straight tyranny. That's just the way it is around here.
Long Island Audit received quite a bit of negativity from fellow auditors about the fact he was gallivanting all over the country for his own brand, when in New York City, his own backyard, there were signs, God forbid, prohibiting filming in NYPD precincts. But with the rise of other New York City auditors, like Brooklyn Audit, who were taking on the New York City Police Department just fine, they didn't need the ego of Long Island Audit. They had their own brand of fuckery.
You don't run nothing. Trust me when I tell you, you don't run nothing.
Okay.
You ain't nobody. You know that, right? You ain't nobody.
Okay. You're entitled to your
You're just a
opinion.
public servant that works for the people. Remember that. Remember your place. Remember that.
All right. You're
All
entitled
right?
to your
So
opinion.
yeah. So you go back to your business, do your job, and that's it.
Okay.
You don't gotta worry about me. Don't worry about it. You're the one with the gun. You don't gotta worry about it. Why don't you put your hat on too? You gotta wear your hat. Why don't you put your hat on? What?
I'm doing my job.
All right, but why don't you put your hat on? Aren't you supposed to wear your hat? Why is your hat like that? Makes you. Are you supposed to be wearing your hat? Yes or no? Can you put your hat on? You're supposed to wear your uniform. Wait, why is your hat not on your head? Is that bun blocking your hat?
Absolutely not.
So put your hat on. That's your uniform. That's part of your uniform. Is it in your policy to wear the hat? I do know your policy.
Okay, so can you move out of my space?
I don't gotta go nowhere. I'm on a public sidewalk. I don't gotta go nowhere. You can move. You can bounce. You could dance those pretty legs out of here. Put that pretty hat on your head then. Come on, put the pretty hat on. Don't tell me what to do. You don't work for. I don't work for you. You work for us. Remember that. You can call your sergeant. You can do whatever you want. But why don't you put the hat on?
I don't need the sergeant here. There's no need.
But why don't you put your hat on? That's in your policy. Wear your hat. What's the matter? Does it fit on your bun? Is your bun blocking? Why aren't you wearing your hat either? Aren't you both supposed to be wearing your hats? Isn't that in your policy to wear your hat? How come you put your hat on? Oh, now you're walking away? There's
What
no
penal
law.
are you gonna put in the paperwork, man? Yeah.
Let's go space. There's no law. You know that. No,
it is.
So what is the penal code? Let me look it up right now.
This is not in public.
This is not a public building?
Yes. So this is. Are you gonna let me speak?
I don't know.
Are you
You're
gonna
stuttering
be
a little
rude?
bit. I don't know. What's going
you guys
on?
don't
So
even
I
have
have
signs here,
I have a disability. You're gonna make fun of me for that?
Okay. So what's the law? Because
The
you know
law
you
is
How you got a
came in hot.
disability?
That's not the first time Brooklyn Audit has mocked officers with disabilities. I've exposed him for being an anti-Semite, racist, sexist, and street harasser. But nevertheless, he felt he needed the help of a big auditor in New York City, and he got it. Now enters Long Island Audit to the NYPD precincts.
We just get the sign, draw the sign.
We're going in together.
Sign it so they can read it.
We're gonna affect change together, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, you can't be recorded in here.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Can I get your name and badge number, please?
He's recorded in here. Yeah, he's recorded in the process. There's a whole bunch of here they have to report.
Is there a problem with us recording in the precinct? Because we have the law right here that says that we are specifically allowed to record in the precinct. So this is the sign that they're always referring to. What do you think holds more weight, ladies and gentlemen? This sign, members of the public are prohibited from audio-video recording.
Recently, Long Island Audit starts to get arrested over recording in precincts, basically taking Brooklyn Audit's whole gimmick, which Brooklyn Audit was doing quite well at, getting arrested 7 times in 7 months. But of course, not to be outdone, Long Island Audit holds a press conference before petitioning a federal judge to have NYPD remove these signs.
An amazing job on the federal side and the state side with the criminal charges and the federal lawsuit. As my attorney stated, we're not seeking any damages here. We are trying to right a wrong that has been perpetrated on me by the NYPD. This is not just about my rights. This is not about the individual. This is about we the people's rights. I appreciate each and every one of you watching who support my channel from not only across this great country of ours, but across the world. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming here to support me here today. I truly appreciate that. I promise you I will do everything in my power to hold the NYPD accountable.
9 months? I'll do 9 months. I appreciate you supporting me too, man.
Brooklyn Audit shows solidarity with Long Island Audit and shows up at the press conference to support the cause. And Long Island Audit snubs Brooklyn Audit and doesn't even acknowledge him or speak to him after the press conference. Now, as an outsider looking in, Brooklyn Audit is all the things I've accused him of. But I do believe he is genuine in standing with his cohorts. Brooklyn had this to say later in that evening.
Like, you know, yo, Eli, we New Yorkers got to stick together. You get what I'm saying?
24/7.
Like, yo, the vibe is totally off and easy. We tell you the same thing, and I'm not even trying to bring it to this vibe, but it was totally weird. Like, off course, you know?
Somebody's echoing a little bit.
Suspicious activity. Suspicious activity.
Yeah, you try to pull up to show support, and it's like, you know, they don't show like that. Deuces.
Were you talking about Muhammad or you talking about?
Talking about where I went today on my life. Like, there was just no respect, no love, no nothing. There was no, like,
it wasn't a positive vibe?
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
but I just saw how it is now.
When shit is not genuine, you can see it, you can feel it.
Of course, and that's what I'm saying. I didn't feel it, so that's why I'm like, all right, that's how it is. It's like runs off a script. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't run off a script. Like, I don't run off a script. Script by script. Cut, edit. Let me fix your makeup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll say it how it is.
I didn't get to see exactly what Brooklyn saw, but what I felt, it was sort of what Brooklyn felt.
Yeah, exactly. Easy pulled up. He felt it kinda, but I was there before, and it was more like a cut, makeup, edit. Yo, you're in the camera. You know, like it was like a. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we fucking?
It was an act. It was an act. Nobody could be themselves.
That's what I'm saying. What are we, Fox 5? What are we, CNN? Like, what are we? I thought we're real news, you know?
You hear what Muhammad said? Because Oda has money to help people.
Exactly. BTK, exactly. Unfriendly vibes, jealousy vibes. It was a lot of vibes. It was just like, it wasn't just my vibe. It was just, all right. Like, all right, it's all Gucci. Like, I don't care. I don't sleep. I don't lose sleep over it, but, you know.
Why are you crying?
Oh, don't cry, Brooklyn. You're still in the top 100 of annoying auditors. It appears that in the effort to be the hero of the no filming in the precinct saga, Long Island Audit is stealing the thunder and gimmick from Brooklyn Audit. And Long Island is intentional in his actions, which in my opinion is the reason for the snub. If the judge grants the injunction and the signs are removed, Brooklyn will have to pivot and find a new bread and butter. But the judge may rule that the precinct is a non-public forum and the government has a right to protect certain information within, and that could outweigh the public's right to film. We'll see. Thanks for watching and let me know your thoughts in the comments section below.